tailored for. So to get to civil rights is because there was a whole issue about that. Matter of fact, you know what, Moonrise, I got something for you. We met. You gave me a perfect segue. I was wondering how I was going to work this white man into this broadcast, but thank you. You actually opened the door to let me get this guy in here, because he makes some very interesting points on the 14th Amendment as well. I'm not sure who this cat is. White man off TikTok. But he gives a little brief history on the 14th Amendment. Absolutely, Moonrise. Yes, indeed. So check this out, because this was very interesting.
14th Amendment was passed in 1868 to protect the rights of recently freed slaves. It has two important clauses, the Due Process Clause and the Equal Protection Clause. No state shall deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny any person the equal protection of the law. Corporate lawyers wasted no time in bringing cases before the court saying, hey, corporations are persons too, and we deserve all the rights of people under the Constitution. The court said, no way. This amendment is to protect the rights of black men. And then, in 1874, women gave it a go, claiming that the 14th Amendment gave them the right to vote. And the court said, no, persons doesn't mean women. Corporate law.
And that's when there's just a little tasty tidbit of information right there about why you would see white feminists and feminism always centering the attack of black men within their agenda. Because black men got an American right before white women. So it's a certain long-standing resentment there. You understand? So, brothers, when you're over there running around with these former slave mistresses, just understand they don't like you. They'll sleep with you and all of that, may even have babies. But at the end of the day, they still rock on team supremacy. So just know that. And this goes way, way back. So they still look at you as the same. That's why they always are trying to corrupt your women. Why you should not be around them at all. Some of those biblical principles in those Old Testament books about not mixing with certain folks, when it just trust the Lord. Them folks over there, no. Them over there, though, they good. But them over there, nah. Every now and then you just got to know, not all, what they say, not all relations is good relations.
Lawyers tried again and again to claim the rights of persons. And finally, in 1886, the court said, yeah, okay, go for it. And they did. In the 20 years between 1890 and 1910, the court heard 19 cases dealing with African Americans and the 14th Amendment. But they heard 288 cases dealing with the rights of corporations and
corporations, and last but not least,
the 14th Amendment. And women, although they got the right to vote in 1920, are still not guaranteed the equal protection of the laws by the 14th or any other amendment.
Nor should they be. Because they're not slaves in America. They were slave owners. So when should former slave owners be entitled to the 14th Amendment? How does that work? How do we say a former descendants of slave owners are entitled to the 14th? That's what feminism got you. That's the lie of feminism. These are still former slave owners. It's so funny. People come out, you are supporting white supremacy. Do you subscribe to feminism? Yeah, you're a full-blown white supremacist. It's rooted in anti-black men. So you can't subscribe to something. That's like where people, oh, well, no, abortion is my right. It's literally eugenics and a tool to wipe out you and your culture and your generations. How on earth now do you justify, no, I'm just going to tip and tap for just tiptoe in the tulips over here. No, it's destructive to you and your people. Leave it alone completely. But hey, don't listen to me. I only know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Women don't need, see, he tried to work. White women were slave owners, man. You don't need to put them in there. We see what you're doing, though. You see what you try to do. Reba Davis said the white women were slave owners. Back to Mundo. See Terry in the building. Good to see you, my good sister. Thank you for being here. Yep, cruelty, feminism. You already know. You already know. Ah, Judah Israel in the building. Yes, indeed, my good sister. Thank you for being here on this good Saturday afternoon. Hopefully all is good and well out there with you and yours. Oh, SuperNat back. Yeah, SuperNat trying to make a return. That's amazing. Okay. Thank you for being here, being a moderator, and of course, being a member, my good sister. Yes, we need each other, freedmen, and we absolutely do. You know, and this is what they keep trying to do to us is have us believing certain things that really is irrelevant for us. Like, oh man, all of this, the way they're going to be getting people out of here, this is a concern for us, and it is not. It is not. And families being separated. What? There's a whole 92 crime bill. And even now, anybody you got warrants and get pulled over for whatever, you're going to be separated from your kids. You can bet that. Yes, indeed. See, Terry, thank you so much for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Peace, power, blessings, and protection be upon you and yours. Thank you so much. Always black first. Thank you so much. Let's check out them firing up the jet. Family. I told my wife the other day, I said, do you realize, like, what we were talking about this week? They have literally fired up the jet. For real.
U.S. Army Airfield in El Paso. Exclusive video obtained by CBS News shows shackled detainees boarding a military cargo plane, one of two C-17s to depart.
Crew, ain't that you? Crew, ain't that you that always say, no, fire up the jet? Or fire up the cargo plane? Oh, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Oh. Oh my goodness. Y'all always know crew is like, yeah, fire up the cargo jet. Oh, you can't write this any better. Come on, baby.
Part the southern border carrying migrants and landing in Guatemala Friday morning.
Deportation's going very well. We're getting the bad, hard criminals out.
The White House calls it the official start of their long-promised mass deportation campaign. posting video of Marines operating at the southern border. This week, the Pentagon announced the deployment of 1,500 service members to assist U.S. Border Patrol. Across the country, immigration agents arrested 538 undocumented migrants yesterday.
Damn!
That tops the average of 312 arrests per day during the Biden administration, and it includes 373 alleged criminal detainees. In Newark,
Yo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yo. Man, okay. Just in a few days, they have wiped away the talking points that we had to endure for months. Trump, he had to. Joe Biden, you know, he had the bill, and Trump had his people block the bill, and because they blocked the bill, we got all these illegals in here. It was the toughest immigration policy ever. This is a legitimate tough immigration policy right here. And I mean, you know, this is just a small fragment, a dent, but nonetheless, it's a fulfillment of a promise.
ICE agents raided a business without a warrant.
We can't just let this happen and not say anything.
Newark's mayor slammed the operation.
We believe that there were 3 people who they say were undocumented that they detained, but they also detained folks that were, in fact, citizens.
Did those people have social security numbers, though? Because, see, that's what they're trying to do. They keep leaving out the fact that their social security commissioner is part of the enforcement. And they know who got social security numbers or not. We all got them because we're citizens. You got a whole bunch. They detain people who weren't proven. And there's also mention of that in there. So there would be a hold on those people to confirm their status, and then they would immediately be released. So it's not like, oh, they're not going to be able to deport them if they're a citizen. But yeah, you would be held because, number one, kind of appears that you're harboring a criminal. I guess we're forgetting about that part. Oh, well.
Of this country.
And we've just learned there was another deportation flight, a military aircraft bound to Mexico, planned this week, but it was denied access to land. A U.S. official tells CBS News that flight never took off. Nancy?
Nicole Saganga, thank you so much.
Bro, I'm like, man, you know how many people you can get on that damn plane? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They loaded damn near 500 folks on that damn thing. You get your ass up out of here. Oh, that is hilarious. Man. Yeah, don't come crying to us. Y'all need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Well, over here, folks might be having to give a call. Might have to shoot a call to them peoples. Oh, Lord.